Arsenal 2, Leicester nil. I thought for a very long time that was going to be a 0-0 game, but Mikel Merino, the main man, who looks to be, or hopefully for me anyway, our number 9 for the rest of the season, which just sounds a little bit silly, but yeah, it seems like that is what has come to. And just quickly, I am a little bit under the weather today, so apologies for that in advance. But diving straight into the game, it's funny actually, when Havertz got injured and I made that video about it, I spoke about Merino potentially being the number 9, playing that Marouane Fellaini type role. Does Sterling play up? I've seen people talking about Merino playing up front, similar to the way Fellaini played for United up top. And yeah, that's what it ended up being, and that's what ended up working, and that's what ended up ultimately getting us the 3 points. Yeah, I mean, the change had to be made. Raheem Sterling, unfortunately, I feel like his opportunity has come and gone. He initially didn't hit the ground running, and then you were thinking, maybe he just needs the game time. He's been given a game time, and it's just not working out for him, has it? And it's unfortunate, but yeah, it just does not seem like Raheem Sterling has a place in this team anymore. I think going forwards, it has to be Trossard on the left and Merino up top, because honestly, I don't think I can watch another 60 minutes of Sterling on the left wing, failing to beat his man again and again. The thing is, you can criticise him, right? But at least he's trying to do it, right? At least he's trying to take his man on, which is like fair enough. But then it's the simple errors that he made, which I think frustrated the fans more than anything. That being not checking the line. That is a schoolboy error, especially for someone like Sterling with so much experience. I believe he's 30 years old now. He's been playing at the top level for over a decade now, and yeah, if you're on the far side and a ball's coming over to you, you have to look across the line and keep yourself on side. And he done it once, fair enough, it happens. But 5 minutes later, it happened again, and then after that, it sort of was like he's just lost his confidence again. It's a shame, but Sterling, I'm sorry, it's just not worked out for you at Arsenal. Wish you all the best, mate, but respectfully, he should not be playing. Or starting at least. Definitely not starting. Maybe coming off the bench here and there, but shouldn't be starting for the rest of the season, unless we are forced into it through more injuries. Hopefully not. But yeah, talking about, first of all, Ethan Nwaneri, my personal man of the match, once again. I mean, every week, this guy, I've said this, he plays as if he's been at the top level for years. He has that swagger, he has that confidence that if you look at any of the top players in the world, every single one of them possess that quality of like, I know how good I am. And Nwaneri has that. He's not afraid to take his man on ever, not afraid to have a go. And I mean, that's what you need. And of course, if it wasn't working out for him, maybe you could say, yeah, he should be passing it more. But every time he does something, he's creating dangerous chances. He got the assist for that first goal, which was very Saka-esque. If you look at the way he cut it onto that left, and just that little chip ball over the top from Marino to head it in, it was very much reminded me of what Saka does. So maybe he's learnt that from him. And then he hit the crossbar, the post. But in general, he was our only threat in the first half. That's the main thing. The first half was completely dead. We didn't really create anything. Odegaard was poor. Trossard didn't really get into the game. Rice, you could see, I think that was the game plan for Rice to make the runs in behind from that midfield position, but it just didn't seem to work. Second half, though, we did come out and immediately we did look better. Odegaard straight away looked sharper. He played a few of those balls in behind that looked dangerous, that created a few chances. And then another important thing, Lewis Skelly at 0-0 when Jordan or Andre, I can't remember which one it is. Ayew had the ball on left and he fizzed it across the box with Decordova-Reid at the back post. So calm and composed, just played it out for a corner. That could have easily been 1-0 to Leicester, and then all of a sudden looking at a completely different game. And then after that, of course, the change is made. Merino's brought on up top, and I think the reason why we also looked better when he did come on is we have played with Havertz as our striker for the last couple of seasons now, and we play to his strengths a lot as well, with his physical and aerial presence, right? And then for us to go from that, repeatedly crossing the ball in, that's what we've done all season pretty much, to then trying to, play it around a little bit more with Trossard as our striker. You could see we just weren't as comfortable there. So I think Merino coming on, it almost reverted us from what started as a plan B, that's the way how we played the game, back to our plan A, the way how we like to play, And yeah, ultimately it got us the goals. And, you have to give all the credit to Merino. He looks like, today it looked like he's played up front for his whole life. Like those two finishes were honestly quality finishes. That second one in particular, that one's not easy, especially on your left foot. Oh, Haaland. Sorry, I am watching a City game in the background. Yeah, when the ball comes across the box, being a left footer, it's not easy to just hit it. Usually, if you're right-footed, you let that come across your body and it's easy tapping. But of course, if you're left-footed, it's a little bit more difficult. So that, what may have looked like a bit of a tap-in, was actually a pretty good finish from Merino. And yeah, it looks like he has to be our number 9 going forward, because yeah, like I say, we cannot have Sterling starting anymore. It just does not work with him, unfortunately. But yeah, most importantly, the 3 points. Looking at the stats, we had 60% possession, 5 shots on target compared to their 2, 11 shots in total to their 6. I mean, we were the better side. I think in the second half, that was more obvious than the first one. Yeah, the first half was pretty dead. Not many chances created. Like I say, we just weren't at it. But yeah, the second half, we managed to turn it around. And ultimately, most importantly, get the 3 points. Another clean sheet as well. And I think the reason why this win was so big was because we had that Dubai break, right? And then the mentality would have been, right, we've had this break. Let's, almost as if it's like a preseason, let's start strong again. Let's get the first win. If we didn't win that game, that would have been very worrying going forward. I think the self-esteem and the confidence would have really dropped in that dressing room, because it's very hard to re-galvanize yourself again after having a break already. But the fact that we got that win, I think that is crucial, because now mentally I think like, right, we've got that win, let's keep this streak going. And yeah, that's ultimately what we have done. So going forwards for the rest of the season, hopefully more of the same. Results-wise, the performance wasn't great, but at the end of the day, the 3 points is all that matters. Yeah, for me, like I say, Munero, my man of the match, and that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think about that performance. I'm going to go to watch this City game. It's currently 0-0 in the 7th minute. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you for the next one, which should be a Premier League review or recap that I'm going to be doing at the end of this weekend, going over all of the games. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel and stick around, and I'll see you for that one.